Giuseppe Caiazza from Silence+other Sounds. Today I'm glad to announce our new library, Maleventum Pompeii. Following the two previous libraries of the Maleventum series, Maleventum Pompeii is based on horns and drums from ancient Rome. We have collaborated with producer and ancient instruments expert Francesco Landucci to record a vast array of horns and drums in an original Roman water cistern environment at the archeological site of Cecina, Italy. Most of the instruments have been captured with both close and room microphones to provide the flexibility to blend and switch from a more intimate, breathy sound to a more evocative one. Maleventum Pompeii features the following original instruments. For the horns, we have Roman Cornu, Lituus, Roman Tuba, Aulos, goat animal horns of various sizes and typologies. Then we have flutes, whistles and pan flutes. For the drums and percussion, you will find the timpana, big drums, tintinnabula, crotala and sistrum. And finally we have weapons like swords, spears, metal, helmets used as a rhythmic element. Maleventum Pompeii features 15 Kontakt instruments. The first one is Horn Slayer, a playable MPE compatible instrument based on 4 layers of sounds selectable from 79 horns, flutes and design sources, and featuring more than 100 snapshots. Instruments 2 and 3 are warhorn builders based on a stack of 3 original and designed sounds to create and tempo sync your own warhorn sounds. Instruments 4 to 7 are solo instruments, featuring Aulos drone reeds, Aulos solo, ritual horn and Roman tuba, offering multiple legato options and attack release ornaments and dynamics. Instrument 8 to 13 are design sound effects horn and organic phrases, where you can combine and design one-shot sounds in a variety of ways. Finally, instruments 14 and 15 are percussion loops and percussion one-shots. The percussion loops are tempo synced and feature 3 categories of sounds ranging from big to smaller drums and weapons. Currently, Maleventum Pompeii is available for pre-order and will be released on December the 8th. With the pre-order sale, you can save 40% on the full price. Once the pre-sale ends, it will switch to the intro sale of 30% and eventually to the full price when the intro sale ends. As all the libraries that we have released so far, Maleventum Pompeii requires the full version of Kontakt, in this case 6.6.1. The free Kontakt player is not supported. In this video, we are going to showcase and describe the functionalities of the sound design instruments in Maleventum Pompeii, more specifically the 2 warhorn builders, the sound effects horn, and the organic phrases. Enjoy! Maleventum Pompeii features two war horn builders. As the name suggests, these instruments allow to create custom war horn sounds by combining three layers of sounds that can be controlled independently. The functionalities of the two war horn builders are identical. They only differ for the kind of samples featured. The first one is more suited for longer sounds and it features Cornu, Lituus, war tuba, and animal horns. The second is focused on shorter sounds and features other typologies of animal horns, Aulos, Lituus, and Cornu. Of the three layers of sound, the first two are organic unprocessed horn samples, whereas the third one consists of designed sounds ranging from distorted horns, impacts, and drones created with recordings of the geological rumbling sound recorded at the Mount Vesuvius and the ancient aqueduct in Naples, Italy. Let's have a look first at the organic horns, and let's focus on the first layer only. Here you have control of the volume, the blend between the closed and room microphones, left and right panning, and the soft release control that attenuates the volume of the release sounds of each horn. For each layer, you can decrease or increase the pitch of one octave by using the dedicated buttons. As you keep the key pressed, the war horn sound keeps a sustained loop. When you release the key, the release part of the sound is played. In this way, you can create realistic war horn sounds and keep control of the timing of the release, which comes particularly helpful to keep the war horn synced to the tempo. You can both create shorter war horn sounds or longer ones. The design layer features release and sample delay controls. You can delay the start of the design layer both in milliseconds as in tempo sync measures to create impactful sounds. Let's see the randomization buttons. With the first one, you can randomize the selection of the sounds in the three menus. When random trigger is activated, the selected samples are randomized each time you trigger a key. This can be useful to create interesting combination of sounds. The note leak knob controls how long two sounds blend into each other when played polyphonically. With boost, you apply a compression and bass boost of the design sound for more energetic and aggressive effects. With bright, you can control the high end of the sounds. Finally, you can add an additional artificial reverb by using the reverb knob. Maleventum Pompeii features one design horns instrument and 5 phrases instruments including Roman Cornu, Aulos, flutes, whistles, and syrinx pan flute. All the 6 Kontakt instruments present a similar layout and functionalities, where every sample mapped on the keyboard can be controlled independently. The feature controls are volume, closed room microphone blend, pitch, high pass and low pass filters, resonance, LFO, sample offset and sample playback, straight or reverse. There is also a master effects section featuring a convolution reverb with 24 assignable impulse responses. By using the extend button, you can select any of the available samples and play it chromatically along the keyboard. With the Global Controls window, you can make any of the available controls global for all of the samples. For example, by making the low-pass filter global, the same amount of filter cutoff is applied simultaneously to all the samples. Another feature is the separate global pitch. When activated, you can simultaneously set all the samples to a given root key and increase or decrease the pitch up to 2 octaves. These instruments can be interesting to experiment with sound design, creating dark drones, stuttering effects, or reverse transitions.